This new channel is it's mostly about fun, but some interesting topics. Today's topic is how hard is it to work in a place where you're the only person of your um, religion or ethnic background. How hard is it to bite your lip and not say the wrong thing? It is extremely tough. Um, I deal with I deal with like a lot of stuff all the time. It's very difficult, and very difficult to like bite your lip all the time when everybody else can say whatever they want and not get in trouble. But when you're goaded into something and you just can't take it anymore, things happen. Things happen for a reason, and can't keep helping out people that don't really want your help. I've been doing this for years. Been at this job for almost 18 years. 18 years will be in November. I've never had a situation like this at this job. You know, most of the people I've worked with have either been on my level or below my level, and it's hard. It's hard being the only person of my culture and my ethnicity working on overnights for like a long time. It's very difficult. And I'm not racist one bit. If I was racist, I don't think I would have married. I don't think I would have got married to my wife, and especially that one. And I wouldn't be listening to certain music and other stuff. So yeah, I'm suspended. I have a lot of people backing me up. I had like about 18 to 20 people backing me up because I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends there, and this might be a long suspension. This might be a very long suspension. I'm headed to my apartment building job. So we're not gonna be talking about this every day because it's gonna annoy me, you know. But when you've been at a job for so long, you care a lot about that job. This job I've wanted since I was in 8th grade. I've wanted to work at this place. You know, I never imagined like what could happen. And it's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow when you know you're not wrong in that circumstance. When you said names were called, I said the wrong word. The guy was threatening me, and then instead of him hitting me, he called the supervisor. You know, and that's it. I had witnesses. I had a lot of witnesses that day. So yeah, I was suspended for who knows when, who knows how. I mean, it's a union job, so sometimes standing up for yourself is not that easy. I've had jobs where I've stood up for myself. I've been suspended. A guy actually, one time I was suspended. I stood up for myself. I was suspended, and then they sent me. Then they made me a swing shift manager because they showed leadership. I've been at this job for 18 years. I've not been full time. Not because I'm not qualified. It's because they don't want to give it to me. Well, my plan was to retire from this job in 20 years. I'm not even thinking about the casino life right now. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about what's going on with this. And then where am I gonna go from there? I brought myself an elbow pad today, last night, and then a back brace. Because you realize you get older and things start breaking down, your body starts hurting and stuff like that, and stuff. So I work in a culture where people, listen to music. They want. And you hear the words thrown around all the time. Okay. And I would say percentage of custodial, where I work at the garden, as actually my efficacy is about 10%. Out of everybody. About 10%. About 10%. Which is not very good odds. I would say on the overnight, I would say on the 2% percentile. And I'm not really the victim, but people say I am the victim. No, the garden, not the apartment building. Every job I've ever worked, right? Every job I ever worked, I always been outnumbered by the other efficacy. Except for the residential home I worked at. But every other job I worked at, always been outnumbered. And you gotta, if he didn't say anything to me, I wouldn't have said anything back then. I was just trying to help the guy out. So he literally cursed me out. As soon as he got down there, he said, "Don't call me on the fucking radio." Then he's like, "Don't you know who they're trying to get rid of me, you fucking asshole?" Then he goes to me, he says, You fat obese, you fat fatty. Why don't you join Jenny Craig? Then I say the N word really quick. Then you see I said the N word real quick, and then he got on my face. He said he's gonna beat the living shit out of me. Then before he could hit a hand, he decided, well, I'm gonna get on the radio and call the supervisor down. And the supervisor took his, of course, the supervisor took his side, you know. And that was it. There was no hands thrown. And he said more words than I said. I said the one word I'm not allowed to say. I can say any other word there, but I'm not allowed to say that word. Everybody else can say it. Everybody else can say it. You can say it in music videos. You can say it on TikTok. You can say it in the movies. You can say it on the streets. Say it all around. Well, they don't terminate people that quick. I have a union there too, so they would send me. They would try to make a deal. They would try to make some type of deal. Why did I say that? Because the guy was fat shaming me. And he always calls me the names. And he always asks me for money. And he's always, he's always playing around. And you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. He sexually harassed a girl at work. And he's still able to keep his job. So, usually with union jobs, you can't get rid of somebody who's been there a long time. And they have to do a lot of research, and they have to do a lot of investigation, and they have to talk to a lot of people. You know, I have over 20 people on my side. Oh yeah, I have over 20 people on my side. Plus I have a lot of labor friends on my side too. I have a lot of friends there. So, there's never an excuse for somebody to call somebody a name. I understand. There's never an excuse for somebody to come down with a bad attitude just because you're trying to help them out. I called the guy down to the loan dock. I got on the radio, called the guy down to the loan dock to dump his business. I was told those bins had to get dumped, and I wasn't the one that dumped them. You know, if he would have just did his job and shut the hell up instead of mouthing off to me, then I would have to say shit to him. But he mouthed off like he always does. He's everywhere out of his mouth is a curse word. Everywhere out of his mouth is and this and that, and just the way just the way he talks to people. Other guy didn't get suspended, but other guy is on his final thing. He's pretty much trying to get everybody fired there. So he's gonna try to go everybody into Satan something, and the Superman's gonna take his side. The other supervisor on Friday nights doesn't like him at all. And he's a troublemaker. So I've been working for a long time. I've had many jobs. I've had many jobs. I've worked in many places. I've worked with many different people. You know. So, it is what it is. Oh. You know something? That guy's not the victim. That guy's not the victim one bit. He should have just done the right thing and just dumped his bins instead of mouthing off. And I wouldn't have said that one word that got me in trouble. You know? I said that one word. He said a lot more than that one word to me. Crazy how this is. I went through a pandemic. I've been through shitty supervisors. The supervisor's not shitty, but I'm dealing with. I mean, she followed the book to a T, but literally took the wrong side. She literally took the wrong side. It had nothing to do with race and color, but she literally took the wrong side. She only went against me because I guess she feels better for the guy. I don't know, but she literally took the wrong side this time. This guy has a history of like getting people in trouble and people like we had a supervisor there that literally it wasn't him, it was somebody else. We had a supervisor there literally like the guy lost somebody in his family and stuff like that, and then the supervisor was telling everybody about that and stuff, and supervisors don't have you to back them up. So said, I'm not thinking about the casino, even though I have a really good offer at Wind Creek right now. Really good offer right now. I'm not thinking about going, even though it probably would like help me relax. I'm just not thinking about going. I'm just gonna tell my side of the story, you know. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna say. I'll say I'm sorry. It's the word, but when somebody's fat shaming me and making fun of me and calling me every name in the book, what am I supposed to do? Not today. Going to work in the farm field. Got to do one job right now, man. Maybe things will get better for me. Get more sleep and get my head straight. I'm not even worried about food right now, Matthew. That's far from what I'm thinking about now. So I'm pretty much back to square one where I was during the pandemic, working only one job now. Back to square one. The only difference this time is I'm not struggling on money one bit. I'm not struggling one bit on money, so I was doing 3 jobs. City Field's over for the season. City Field's over for the season. My regular YouTube channel. I can't make any money off that, and I haven't even tried.
Please exit through the rear door.
Stopped it, they would have just changed it compact to outright. They had the wrong compactor, the whole night was screwed up. That was on Columbus Day.
Please exit through the rear door.
So my whole night was screwed up. people suspended there 2 weeks, a week, a month. They've been able to come back to work. I should be able to come back to work too. I have 0 points too. The reason I'm taking this very serious is because of the one word. But you know what? Like I said, I had many people backing me up, and I said one bad word. He said more than one bad word to me. So. Yeah. Well, it's a union job, so you can't just fire anybody they want. They have to go through a union too. Any other job, like they could just like pretty much get rid of you. But when you deal with a union job, you have, you know, you have your union representative, you have your shop steward there, and they come up with a way to solve the problem. I'm pretty sure they will. There was no fist thrown, so that's a good thing. If he would have just like dumped his bins and not talk to me, I wouldn't have said anything to him. That's all I wanted him to do. Dump his bins. I was trying to help the guy out, not get in trouble. But he didn't see it that way. Of course he didn't see it that way. He thought I was trying to get him in trouble and stuff. Which I wasn't. I wasn't trying to get him in trouble. I was trying to help him out. They would have done the same thing to me. If I had bins down there, it was my bins to dump, they would have called me and they would have said, go dump your bins. I think so. Especially when I wasn't in the wrong. I was goaded in. I was totally goaded in. I'm not the one that started it. So when you're goaded into something and you're not the one that started it, you're not the one threatening somebody. my friend at work says, I'm gonna start threatening people and not get in trouble at work. And he threatened me.
Please exit through the rear door.
He's just sticking up for himself when I have 18 people on my side. And I was training somebody on the dock that day. This is what and so like the day I was on the dock, they tried to make a bill and they screwed up. They didn't even know what they were doing. So it is what it is. They're gonna come to a solution because you know what? It could have been a lot worse than just one word. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. They're gonna come to a solution, and I'm gonna go and talk to them, and hopefully have a real good solution. I've been at this job almost 18 years, so I have a lot of pull there. So when you've been at a job for a long time, you have a lot of pull, and people are backing you up left and right. People are backing you up left and right, and it's good to like talk about this stuff because you know what? When you're working in an environment where it's mostly you're like the only Caucasian person working there, and mostly Spanish and black, you have like you can't just say whatever you want, but everybody else, like literally everybody else can. I hear people flipping the word all the time, like it's going out of fashion. People on TikTok, people on music videos, people in movies, everything, all the time. Have a good day. So, I'm going to end the stream right here. And next stream we'll talk about something totally different. Like this thing just opened up my availability to do things. It opened up my availability to do things more now than ever. So maybe we'll start having some fun. You know, maybe we'll start having some fun right now. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.